relaxed, suspended. Gather our energy front, from the earth, from behind. Bring all that energy right into your Dan Qian. I like to take several breaths here, but let's go right here into beginning stance. Inhale and exhale. The next inhale, let's do inward outward. Inhale up to the universe. Everything is expanding, but I want you to imagine it is all expanding from your Dan Qian. So as you go up, it's also coming out. So you're getting it all the way out your back. As you go out, it's also expanding up and down and all directions, both diagonals. It's one big ball that's expanding out like a huge bubble from the center of your Dan Qian. And what you're feeling with your arms is this bubble just floating your arms up. And the bubble goes as big as the universe down to the center of the earth, up to the sky. And now you're going to turn your hand palms down and you're going to gather that entire universe as you exhale into the center of your Dan Qian. So your body is moving with this too. As you inhale, your whole body is expanding until you're at the top of your stance. Don't lock your knees. And then you turn your palms down. And as you exhale, you are sinking and everything is going, everything into your Dan Qian. You may feel some mornings that you can only feel your hands rise this much, but you're still feeling like you're going out to the universe. And you're going to all sides of the universe, and the whole universe is coming into your Dan Qian. So with this practice, you're building up a very large amount of external energy. And what you want to do at that point is bring your hands together into this Tai Chi ball. And as you inhale, the ball is going to expand, of course, and contract. But now I want you to focus only on the center, imaginary center of this Tai Chi ball. That's the still point. And it's from that still point that the expansion happens. And when you compress and contract, it goes into that still point. So your entire focus is on that still point. And also, your ball doesn't have to be as big as your hands. The ball could be as big as you want to imagine it. The still point's always there. So the energy can actually come from that still point through your hands out as big as you want it to be. So you watch that still point and you expand, and you may want to expand this big. Your hands may feel it this big, and it goes out further. And then it's going to start coming in, and you might feel a little pressure after a split second or two. It's coming from the universe, and it comes in and starts going to push your hands into that still point. And then you're going to expand out as big as you want. Your hands can get as big as you'd like. They may want to some days just get this big, but that doesn't mean that it expands all the way out to infinity and back. As big as you'd like it, as big as your room, as big as the sky. And it's not just expanding sideways, it's expanding all directions, front and back. It's a big ball, it's another bubble that's just expanding all the way out and all the way back. So another thing we could do is watching that still point. Imagine our ball. That still point is moving our hands up, and that still point is moving our hands down. Keep your palms facing each other, holding a Tai Chi ball. And it might, as you practice this and you're imagining that still point going up, and they say that your hands will follow your mind. Imagine it coming down. And again, also notice that my body is rising as the ball is going up, it's expanding. And as the ball comes down, of course, with an exhale, you're sinking. Always looking at that still point. Also, your wrists are very, very relaxed so that you're actually doing this. You can almost sometimes feel like your ball is being pulled. You've got strings on your wrist pulling your hands up. Just another visualization that you can do in your practice. Okay, another thing we can do, let's bring the ball up to our upper dantian, which is right up here, right between your breasts, your nipples. And you want to take this ball and you want to push it out as you inhale, and you're going to grab it and bring it back as you exhale. But remember, it's going not only out of your front, it's also going behind you. So as you imagine this ball going forward, imagine it going back at the same time. The ball, exhale, come in. Now, the focus here is that your ball is going straight out. Master says you're threading a needle. So even though your body is rising with your inhale and sinking with your exhale, your ball is absolutely level. Takes a lot of focus. Yeah, you can't do this fast. It's got to be done extremely slowly. Okay. Now, as we go to side, we're also going to focus on that center point. It's that center point that is moving you. And you might start feeling, as you focus on the center point, you might start feeling your center dantian that's also turning your body. Remember, your Tai Chi ball and your dantian are connected. So the two center points are connected, always. And you might get to the point when you do this enough and you focused enough and relaxed that that center point is what's actually moving you. You're doing nothing, and the center point is just moving you side to side. Okay, with the split, you're going to imagine this whole universe. Remember, this ball can be huge. It goes sky to earth. And you can imagine the sky and the earth coming together and splitting. But never lose focus of that center point. It's still that center point that you're going to watch. It's that center point is there, even though you're moving your hands and they're going from one side to the other, you've got that center point. And this ball, the center point is really what's going to, eventually you'll start feeling it moving you. So this is a sink as you exhale. You inhale here and you rise. And then when you come over here, you're going to sink and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Actually, this is an exhale for you guys. You can do this. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. When you want to finish your practice, get your ball. You can let your ball go up, go out to the universe, gather all of that universe, and come back into your dantian. And let's get our feet back to our normal position. And you're going to imagine that all of that energy that you have in your dantian goes down and shrinks down to a point. It's almost like discharging any feeling you may have had in your hands at this point, any sensations you might have. And you imagine a black hole It's a good visualization. You might take a minute or two or a few seconds. And when you feel like you're totally discharged into that black hole, you can come up and be a normal person, and you're done.